Hey booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am so excited today to share with you. The library looks so great, you guys. I'm so happy because we got this new bookcase for Christmas, which I will show you more in just a second. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a tour of the library, but I'm gonna skip over the messy parts. I hope you'll forgive me for that. If you've never seen a library tour before, for me, this is a really long, skinny room. It has, I think we have 10 bookcases now. I'm not even gonna count. But at the far end are two closets, built-in closets, and built-in cupboards. Now, the YA books and the middle grade books and the picture books, which I'm struggling to understand why we have so many of those, but they're all in the cupboard. I mean, we really, in comparison to the rest of the library, it's a very small portion, so I'm not going to show you that part, in part because it's very messy over there. So, where the religious books are, and I will show them to you, but that did not change. Anyway, I hope you can bear my hand holding of the camera, and we'll see how this is. A slight change of how things are organized in nonfiction. Jason did all of this, my husband from Old Blues Chapter and Verse. He built the bookcase with a friend and put it up and spent New Year's weekend cleaning and yeah, like shifting everything. I had to take, my cart was completely empty. I had to take everything off my cart, and yeah, so that was a little bit, I was like, oh my god, I like literally took a picture of my cart. But anyway, so yeah, it'll be fun, but yeah, the camera will be a little shaky and there'll be like just a few edited bits out. Now the other thing to notice is like the recliners have switched sides. I just didn't really feel like having a Tolkien poster behind me was very representative of my channel. Not that I haven't read The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but or The Silmarillion for that matter. But anyway, but I didn't, like, people sometimes would talk to me in the comment section about the poster, and I'm just like, it's not mine. So we still got some work to do in terms of like where the art goes and things like that. But otherwise, it's just so glorious to look out on all the shelves and like actually you're able to see the books, to not have things crowded in front. And you will see my library cart briefly in this video, but these books all have a space on the shelf. So okay. Okay, so as I said, the library is a long, skinny room, and this is the first bookcase on the west side of the library. This is nonfiction, so we're going to come back, and you can see some of the mess up above there. But anyway, there is the only space left on our bookcases after buying a brand new bookcase, so we'll come back. All right, this is fiction. Now there's a bunch of paperbacks at the beginning there because that's where I guess Jason decided they should go, and then this shelf hasn't really changed very much. This bookcase hasn't actually changed that much, frankly. And this is the biggest bookcase that we have. Jason's dad actually made this bookcase for him, which was so cool. So there's the bottom down there, and you can see Dickens starting there. Dickens, Dostoevsky. You can see like a little gap by Rebecca because I pulled something out for my cart. And yeah, so it's exciting because the things that were on the bottom are sometimes now on the top. There's Mick Herron and Victor Hugo on the same shelf. Kind of love that. This is the next one. We're still in fiction. We're now to the K's. Where the little curios are in the library. But there's Katie's book on the shelf. Right by Betsy Tacy, which I kind of like. And we have Henning Mankell and Hilary Mantel down here. And then I know it gets pretty dark, but Peter Matheson, Stephen Milhauser, yeah, are all down here on the bottom. Oh, there's a tool I forgot. So then we have like coffee table books, but it goes back to fiction. There's Alice Munro. And we get into the P's. So, and then this chair, this is where I used to sit, but this is Jason's chair. Jason's chair now. There's the Lord of the Rings poster that, like I was talking about earlier. This is the new bookcase. There are my new bookends with Dickens on them, and we decided to put our annotated editions on top of this bookcase. And so, yeah, we got Roth, we got Rushdie. I'm excited to be near Betty Smith, John Steinbeck. Let's see. There's Sarah Waters down at the bottom there. And then here's my chair. And the new, well, it's not new. This used to be behind Jason. And so far, I've just got up my Wind in the Willows picture. Then you can see my very messy library cart. I'll have to clean that up soon. And then there's some folio books, I think. Not all, but some up there on the top. I call them the ornamental books. And this is, we get into the W's, and there's Virginia Woolf. Then we switch to Sylvia Plath, who has her own section. There's that terrible skull mug. Then we go to Shakespeare. So the plays are there. There's the Complete Royal Shakespeare. And then these are the books about Shakespeare. I apologize that they're so hard to see. It's a little bit, gets really dark down here. And then we kind of move into the like sagas. So I don't know if you can see the Iliad and the mythology and the Odyssey are over there in the corner. This one starts with more folio books at the top. But then we have, like I said, so more of the like the Icelandic sagas. Then we get into literary criticism, books about books, that kind of thing. And then we kind of have a film Hollywood section, so that's where Alan Rickman's diaries are, the Miriam Margolyes book. And then it goes into biography. This is the our new carbon monoxide detector after the other one went off on Christmas morning. And then we've got, yeah, so then we get into biographies, alphabetized by the person they're about. So there's that big gray chunky Dickens next to Claire Tomlin. Oh, the Roth biography. And then we get into not just nonfiction here at the bottom, which again, it's hard to see. I'm so sorry. We've got poetry and books about poets. So this is the bookcase that used to be in between Jason and I's recliners. Here is religion and Christmas, and stuffed animals apparently. Now, we have not moved everything down into the shelves there, but yeah, so there's a little bit, I'm not sure if it will all fit, but probably need to look at these books and see, yeah, investigate if we can fit some of them in and that sort of thing. But this is an old, very old, I don't know if it was even used as a bookcase, but it's a little case from my step-grandmother. Now we go back to the beginning. So where nonfiction left off on the last big bookcase, this is where it starts here. So, Seabiscuit, Truck by Michael Perry. Yeah, and there's some books. So it stops there, and then this bottom part over here, there's some listography books, some books about epilepsy, and also just some like, I don't know, like Wreck This Journal. And there's a bookend there. And then these are books that were just too big to put up above, mainly because I think they're all hardcovers. So that brown book in the middle is my History of Wyoming by T.A. Larson. One of these days I'm going to tackle that. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing our new bookcase. I for one, I'm so excited, and I'm really excited about this year in terms of reading. I have some really ambitious reading plans. I've got some great buddy reads lined up. And of course, there's always the booktube events. But I love sharing my home library with you. It feels so good not to have all that overflow. Yeah. And I'm hoping to read some books this year that either I can let go of, or I can buy a nicer edition of if I love it, you know, that sort of thing. I've got some pretty beat up used books, but that's fine. So I'd like to read them first and then decide if I need to keep them or if I can let them go. Our reading tastes do change over time. I don't know. Have you found that to be true for you? I certainly have found that to be true for myself. Yeah, so I'd love to hear from you what you think about the library in the comment section down below. As always, if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up. I do really appreciate it. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video. Take care.